Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, atop the red Terran player from Psystorm Gaming, this mad scientist himself. Give it up for RuFF. And his opponent, spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And give it up for the blue Terran player, a rematch from one of the previous laddered games. It's SSKM, who decides not to go for a gas geyser before his barracks. So, for those who missed out, this is a rematch on the exact same map as before versus the exact same opponent. This may very well have happened immediately after that last game because RuFF did not do so well in that last game, trying to go for the mech play, and it looks like this game he's just going to go for the proxy. He's proxying in the center of the map on a 4-player map, Cactus Valley. He's got one gas geyser. I don't see him grabbing that second gas geyser. So this may just end up being a 2. Okay, no, there is a second gas geyser. Maybe this will end up being a factory. He doesn't have a second SCV out here. I was thinking this might end up being a 2-barrack, like a 2-racks Reaper, which is a little bit more common in TVT, but who am I kidding? We're watching RuFF, ladies and gentlemen. He's got his own shenanigans, and he's going to proxy the barracks and the factory, and potentially just move in with a bunch of Cyclones really, really quickly. Now, you have to remember, it is going to be really, really quick Cyclones, because look at the timing of this barracks, because SSKM went for a command center first. SSKM is going to be in such a weird position because his barracks is going to be so much further delayed than RuFF's, which is also proxied. First Marine is coming on out. He looks like he's going to make one Marine, make a reactor, and then go straight into factory. And that should be timing out around the exact same time. So I kind of like that kind of build order timing. But RuFF moves in with a Marine, and this should immediately sound alarm bells. Who in the world sends a Marine out at the 2-minute... No, sorry, doesn't send the Marine out to the 2-minute 15-second mark. Who scouts out their opponent at the 2-minute 15-second mark? Oh, RuFF does not get the first shot over there with the Marine, so he's going to end up having to back out, but he sees his opponent has already invested into that command center first. RuFF has to do devastating amounts of damage. Bunker immediately starts up. SSKM, he might even want to start up a second bunker. Why not? You know your opponent is doing something proxy-wise. There's no way there's not a proxy. I suppose he may be a little bit paranoid that there's like a Reaper follow-up, like why was there a Marine out? Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was just mind game. Maybe he's just throwing me off somehow. So maybe he's just going to be a bit concerned about throwing down a second bunker. Even a second bunker over here or something would be nice. Second bunker over here would catch a Reaper as it's trying to jump up this ramp, and it would still cover a little bit of this kind of area in this ramp. But here we go. Cyclones are going to be coming on in. Ghost Academy is going to be the follow-up. What in the world? I don't even know, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a true RuFF build. We got at least one true RuFF build in this series, but unfortunately for RuFF, I don't know if you can break this. The bunkers are going to be over here, going to be really difficult to break. SCV is now helping to repair up these Cyclones as they take damage, almost acting as Protoss shields, being regenerated by being out of combat for a little bit. And oh my god, we have a nuclear missile, ladies and gentlemen. No starport being made, so he's not going to be able to drop the Ghost in, but he's got to break through here. Cyclone damage is going to be more than enough to break down through the bunker, but he's got to be so careful. He's going to end up losing a couple of SCVs. That's actually a pretty big deal because he needs to repair back up these Cyclones. He has 2 Cyclones versus 1, so he's going to be able to force this army back. The command center is now under fire, and he's making progress. Hellion's also being added on in, and the Ghost is on its way out. Nuclear missile. Oh my god, the nuclear missile is done? Nuclear missile is done. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get a little bit tense now. So, RuFF has no real easy way of making his way up into the main base, but he could potentially scan and throw down a nuke that'll guarantee take out both of these supply depots and open up the pathway to move into the main base, as well as also just push that army back for a little bit if he times things out really, really well. But RuFF uses the scan so early on. I mean, the Ghost is going to be coming out. Looks like the nuke is being thrown down at the top of the ramp. He's going to force the command center to lift up, and this army, he's trying to bait the army in. But surely the Terran player realizes, yeah, okay, the Terran player does realize. He's going to get a very supply block, though. This is a pretty big deal, because you have to look at this. RuFF is leading up in supply right now. He's taking out these Cyclones. He's actually just got more units right now. His army is so much bigger. Even the Ghost adding in so much extra DPS, taking out these Marines, taking out the SCVs. Oh my god, is RuFF doing it? He's even got Hellions to add in. He's only up against SCVs at this point, and he's got that splash damage that he needs to take this game, to take this opponent out. He gets his revenge on game number 1, where his opponent rallies in. GG gets called. RuFF, with proxy on the 4-player map, takes the game and evens out his day on the ladder with a 2-2 victory.